Hey, this is Brandon Baker. What we have here is 2-pack of Captain America and Venom. And they both look great together. And these are specific appearances from the video game called Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And I know it is exact game. Like, it is that game that it is inspired from. Because I played for hours on that game when I was a teenager. And so, yeah, these are the characters I really recognize. The blue Venom, other than the video game, Venom has been blue in the comic books and video games, like the other video game, which was the PlayStation 1 or Nintendo 64 Spider-Man video game, where he was actually blue. So, those complaining about Venom being blue, he has been blue in the comics too. So, I don't want to hear any complaining. This is a really good look for Venom. And so, anyway, without further ado, let's get them off the stand and take a closer look. This is what it looks like with the figures inside the package. And it looks awesome. I love the backdrop inside the box. The backdrop right there, the video game backdrop. Where you practice with your characters. You practice on the moves and the combos. It's really awesome. And these guys look really good in this box. So awesome. And you see the side. You're showing his fighting stance here. And then another one, the fighting stance. And it says Venom. Notice how they did with the names. It's got little bitmaps all over it, like 8-bit looking, because it's supposed to appear as a video game thing. So that's pretty cool. You see the face. Same thing with this. And then there's, the action when they're posing around and stuff. So yeah, it's cool. Now, here they are standing in front of you, and they look amazing. I mean, they look really good, man. They really do. And I just love how they look, honestly. They just look great. Now, the most interesting part of this is the comparison and size. Well, size, who cares? But comparison for sure would be the most interesting part of this video, I think. So now let's compare these guys to the other characters who existed in the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 video game. Here we got some Street Fighter action figures. The one on the left is Guile, and the one on the right is Ken. Though this particular Ken, he didn't look like that in the Marvel vs. Capcom 2. He had a longer hair, so that would be a figure from Alpha. I don't know what it's made from Storm Collectibles Arena. That's the more accurate depiction of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 Ken. And here are my favorite 6-inch Spider-Man action figures. The one on the left is from Mezco, and the one on the right is from Hasbro. So, as you can see, they look good together. The one on the left is Marvel Legends Wolverine from Secret Wars line. And the one on the right is Doomsday. Now, about the Wolverine on the left, he did technically wear brown suit if you pick a different color, but he did exist in the game, and that would be like the trunks and the belt and, the mask and, the overall look. You have that in the game, so. But the brown suit, he didn't exactly have this design, but anyway. And now what we see here are Spiral and Magneto, Cyclops and Modular Iron Man. So, yeah. And the one on the right, the Modular Iron Man, he comes with a proton cannon. Like literally, it comes with the proton cannon, which is literally inspired from the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 game. So there's that. Now I would like to talk about characters that never existed in the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 game. Are you ready? Blade and the Thing. Yeah, that's right. That never existed in any Marvel vs. Capcom 2 game, or Marvel vs. Capcom the first one, or Marvel fighting game, or any Marvel fighting game for that matter, in a 2D sprite video fighting game. So yeah, these guys never existed. It would be cool to see Sentry and Green Goblin in the fighting game. Sentry would have been very interesting to see. These two characters never existed in the game. I mean, I did see Thor in Marvel vs. Capcom, the first one, but he was an unplayable character. I don't think you could actually play as Thor in that game, so that's pretty sad. But he never existed in the game. You could never play as him. And then there's Doc Ock, which would have been really awesome as a 2D sprite. Just imagine that. And then 2D sprite, and you know, the standing animation with all the tendrils moving around. Just imagine that. It would have been so sick. Yeah, I know. I got DC Multiverse figures alongside these guys, but the reason why I want to show these two guys here is because these are Task Force fighting games. You know, these are DC characters that existed in a fighting game before Marvel vs. Capcom happened. These two guys existed, and yeah, you gotta admit, it would have been really cool to see Marvel vs. DC video game. Just imagine that game. It never happened ever since, so on either side. In black. The one on the left is the regular Venom action figure, and it is a Walmart exclusive Venom. And the one on the right is US Agent. You can get him for really cheap, like $16 or something. He's on sale right now. I think in Big Bad Toy Store and Amazon, you can get him relatively cheap if you want to. Very nice US Agent action figure. I love it. So now you can see both of these guys look quite different compared to the blue versions. And I'll show you why. I'm going to start with Venom first. Alright, so with Venom, as you can see, we do a comparison with these two, with Venom and the black version. The forearms are different. Let me hold on. You can see the forearms are completely different. The black one has tendrils running across the forearms, but the blue one doesn't. And you can see the arm is slightly bigger and longer. See the biceps and triceps? They're very different shapes. And look at the shoulders. So basically the whole arms are different. And now let's look at the chest. You can see the chest. These are different sculpt. You can see the striations on the pecs right here. It's placed differently than here. Different sculpt. And it's got different joint in the neck. Let me pop this off. See the difference? This one has double ball peg inside the neck. And it rotates, it moves around. It has more nuance poses. And then this one is just straight up and down hinge. So clearly they both have different sculpts. And look at the neck. The necks are different. The shapes of them, they're different. So that's interesting. And the legs, though, I think they are exactly the same. These are exactly the same. They have been reused. I think the abdomen are different. Like, look at the sculpt. The abdomen, this one has more wavy shape to them. And look at the new one. It'll have wavy shape to them. Just see? The abs are different shapes. So that is really interesting. That's really interesting. Look how different the pattern. So yeah, mostly it's just the legs that are reused, and the rest, maybe the hands and the legs are reused, and the rest are completely different. Like the upper torso and the arms are different. So that's it for Phantom. As a comparison, let's put them to the side, and let's compare Captain America. As you can see, this body has been reused for Captain America as well. It has been reused a lot, but they both have something in common. They don't have scales for the upper torso. So, yeah, this one has a raised emblem on the chest right here. As you can see, it's raised. So it's not really painted on like this one is. This one is just painted on, you know, screen printed. But this one doesn't. It has raised chest. So anyway, the muscularity are different. This one has butterfly joints, while this one does not. You can see the belt is reused. These are the same exact belts. But the abs, the chest, even the shoulders are different. The arms, the biceps are different. The gloves, I would say, are exactly the same. So, this one is pinless. As you can see, it's pinless. Same thing with the legs. This one has pins. And you can see wrinkles in the upper thighs, in the trunks area. This one doesn't. And the muscle pattern are pretty much exactly the same on the legs. The legs are exactly the same, except for the pins. And the boots are completely different. These are different boots. Different shapes to them, clearly. As you can see. So, yeah, and the hands are reused, I believe. Yeah, I believe they're reused. Possibly. And the shield is clearly reused. Both of them look exactly the same. And the mold, you know, the mold is exactly the same. So, they both have vertical hinge on the necks as well. So, it's the same old thing. And they both have ab crunch. They both have boot cut swivel. I mean, mostly the same joints. Just the only difference is the butterfly joints. That's it for the comparison. So they look really good together, man. Honestly, they look so cool together. Love it. Alright, let's go over articulation. I'm going to start with Phantom. His head, he looks up this far, down this far, a little bit side to side, not much, and full 360 swivel. And then shoulders, butterfly joints, goes back this far, forward, not much. If you reach the arms together, you can have them hold the web line a little bit, sort of, not much. And then shoulder rotation, as you see right here, and then arms go up this far in a T pose, and then bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. It looks really good. It's not perfect, but it looks good. It looks good. And look how good that arm is. That looks good. I think it's not bad. And then chest, which is really interesting. This chest, I did some comparison with the Black Phantom here. You'll see in a minute. So torso arches back this far, only the top part, and forward this far. Side this far, alright? And 360 swivel. Now let's do ab crunch. Goes this far, right? It arches back really far, obviously, but crunches forward just a little bit, not much. Now, look at the black version. Let me move the arms up. Ab crunch goes this far. Is that interesting? The black version has more ab crunch range, as you can see. So the forward crunch motion goes much further with the black version. I'm pushing it. That's as far as I can go. So this has more range. Weird, huh? So, yeah, and then there's what's even weirder is, not sure if it has no drop down hips. So just keep that in mind. No drop down hips. Now he can't even do a split. It goes up one side, but not up this side, which is very weird. Something's wrong with this hip. Probably the plastic is too far down there. Horrible design. That's a split right now. That's what I'm seeing. That's the furthest you can get. Pretty sad. Not good. And then kicks up pretty high. Not bad. It's a decent kick. That's not bad. And then kicks back. Very little. Very little. Kicks back a little bit. Because of that sculpt in the buns. And then thigh swivel is tight. It has a ratchet inside the thigh swivel, which is very weird. And then there's this one, which is even tighter. I'm twisting as hard as I can. It takes a little bit of a strength to twist that part. So that's, yeah, not good. And then knees goes about this far. And feet, no boot cut swivel. Feet go up this far. Feet go up this far and down this far. Ankle pivot. Pretty far for ankle pivot. That's good. Good feet articulation. Too bad it doesn't have, you know, boot swivel or swivel of any kind in that shin area. So that's it for Venom's articulation. Now let's look at the articulation on Captain America. Let me take this off. It's just going to be a standard Marvel Legends action figure, obviously, because it has no, you know, double ball peg for the diaphragm cut. So anyway, he looks up this far, vertical hinge. That's the joint. He looks up this far, down this far, which look really good. And head pivot, not much. And full 360 swivel. And now let's look at his shoulders. It goes up pretty high. Shoulders go a little higher. So that's good. And butterfly joint, as you can see, goes about this far. And then forward, not much. Let me try to rotate, get it closer. You can touch his hands, so that's good. That's pretty good. And then full rotation at the shoulders. Then bicep swivel. It's double jointed at the elbows, but it takes a bit of force to move that upper part of the elbow, which I'm trying to do. It's really tight. I can't even move this upper part. It's really tight. Okay, there, got it. So I got the top part moved. Now I can move the lower part. That's the most you can get for a range. So yeah, that's a bummer because of that glove. So yeah, the joints are really tight in the elbows. But good thing is it's not flimsy, you know. It's not very soft. It's actually tough, rigid, more rigid plastic. So you don't have to worry about ripping the parts off easily because they're really tough. So there's that. And then full 360 swivel and arches back this far, as you can see, and crunches forward this far. Now I want to show you this ab crunch right here, right? Now let's look at the Sentry. The Sentry has a way better ab crunch. It goes much further. See the difference? I'm pushing this and you still can't go any further down. This one goes much further down. Come on, Hasbro. This is older than this one. This is brand new. Hasbro, come on. And then split, which is very nice, as you can see. And it kicks up this far, which is very good. And thigh swivel, like so, which is nice. And his legs close in together. That's really good too. And then double jointed knees goes about this far, and thigh swivel, as you can see right here, is thigh swivel. And I mean, not thigh swivel, boot cut swivel. This is boot cut swivel, and feet go down this far, up this far. Let me move it. They go up this far, and ankle pivot about this far, and then this far. Very nice figure. I say this has better articulation than this one, which is weird to say because this one has diaphragm cut. He does have a tilt, but it's not much further, as you can see. It's not, I mean, it's good, but it's not that much further. This one has no side tilt for his chest because it's just an ab and a swivel. So, anyway, yeah, that's it for articulation. Okay, so I would like to talk about Sculpt Paint. I'm going to start with Venom. This guy looks really awesome. Look at the shoulders, the width of the shoulders, and the V-taper look going on with the tiny waist and large, wide shoulders. And it looks absolutely menacing. Just looks awesome. Love the legs, love the arms. Those are great looking arms. When you bend his arms like this, just look how good that looks. And the teeth, I would say, it's really well done. Look how clean the teeth are. So they did a pretty good job with it. It's not perfect, of course, but that's a lot of work, you know, because they had to go over quantity with this. I mean, a bunch of these are being made so much because it's wide release. You know what I mean? So they're making so many more copies of these two guys. And yeah, they did a really clean job for being such a widely available 2-pack set. So yeah, and you can see the green paint, which is accurate to the, you know, the goo that's, you know, coming off his tongue in the video game. And then those eyes look really awesome. It looks like you know, like it looks like flame. It just looks so much cooler, in my opinion. And then you see a lot of texture on the tongue, as you can see, which is way too detailed for a video game sprite, but they added some detail there as a bonus. And then you can see the paint is not very good. As you can see the white. It has 2 layers of white on this part, and then it just stops abruptly, and you can see like a fading type of white on the legs of that spider on his chest. As you can see, it goes all the way. It starts to actually, let me see, it's hard to tell. I don't know, but this is clean. It looks really clean, but when you turn to the front, it has a fading look on the legs right there. So it is honestly really distracting. So that is a bummer. It's got abs and it's pecs. And it's got striations all over. It's got veins. As you see, veins on his arms and his shoulders. So, look how cool he looks in this pose. I didn't realize. Look how cool that looks. He looks awesome, man. And then, it's the pelvis is new. This part right here, starting at the junk area right here and up, are all new. When you compare it to the black version, you see he has a little bit of abs on the bottom part. See a little bit of abs here. Now look at the blue one. He has no abs here. So yeah, it's all new, starting from here to there, to the head. So if you get this Venom action figure, it's not a complete reuse. It's actually, the only reuse is the legs. That's it, because the legs are exactly the same. It's just starting from the junk area to the head, including the arms, all new. So it looks fantastic. And the blue, it looks good, but he should have like a fading blue color, like the least saturated type of blue. It's hard to explain. It was like lighter, like really light blue. It's not that saturated like this. It's more like, sky blue, kind of sky blue. So yeah, but this is good. This is a great color in my opinion. So it doesn't matter. But in the video game, the blue was like really light. So anyway, now moving on to Captain America, Sculpt Paint. The head sculpt looks fantastic, and it is a complete reuse from the first one. It is, I think it is a 20th anniversary, maybe. Yeah. So that was cool. And I still like this head sculpt. It's like the perfect Captain America head sculpt. The quintessential look of Captain America, which looks great. It's got sculpted A on his forehead. Sculpted wings. The ears. What bothers me is this part right here sticking out. Let me take this off with my fingernail. I think I'm able to get it off. Maybe a little better. Maybe I'll use a little bit of sandpaper or X-Acto knife to cut that little piece off. It's very distracting. So anyway, yeah, it looks great. The blue looks great. And you know what? The chest looks so much better here. It looks like he is a super soldier with a super soldier serum, Like he's literally, looks like Captain America, man. See that V taper going on? It's crazy. He has a crazy V taper. Broad shoulders, tiny waist. It looks so much better. Such a great looking figure, man. It really is. Now compare that to the old one. The difference is huge when it comes to a V taper look. This is why it is so important. Get the V taper done right, then automatically, easily, it looks like a superhero straight out of a comic book. That's the whole point of this. You have to make sure you get that V taper done, and I love what they did with the butterfly joints. It is absolutely smooth. Like, look how smooth and well done this is. It's amazing. And then, see the back? They did a good job with the butterfly joints on this. And it's tight and it's smooth. It is so smooth. I can't stop moving it around back and forth, back and forth. Just such a really good, really well done action figure. And then, whoops, it has a little clip right there, so it easily comes off. I just want him to still have that shield on at all times, because that's Captain America. Without his shield, it's like Thor without his hammer, and Wolverine without his blades, and Blade without his sunglasses. You know what I mean? It's just, you gotta have those. They need to come with those things. There's the paint is well done here. I love the red stripes on this. It looks perfect. The red stripe directly in the middle and the one on the side, and it hides. So it's like, it looks like he has no hinge joint visible here. It really hides it. So that's awesome. And you can see sculpted pegs and this little shiny piece part right there. Yeah, I think that's some kind of oil or something else. I don't know. That kind of bothers me here. So anyway, and there's a hole in the back, so you can put this shield and stick the shield to his back, like so, like that. It looks great, man. And you can have him looking back at you with his shield on his back. That looks awesome. And the arms look great. I love how they did with the wrinkles. So it looks like he's wearing, a costume. Great muscle definition. Looks like a superhero, man. Looks great. And then there's the boots. The boots they look really good. I love the sculpted feet. The way they sculpted it like that. Looks much better. Compare that to the older one with US Asian. Look at the older one. It looks goofy. See, the new one has much better set of boots, and it has non-gloss look to it. It's like a flat look to the boots, as you notice. The older one is shinier. This one it feels more premium in a way. It's hard to explain, but it just feels really nice in hand. So, yeah. The most frustrating part with this figure sometimes would be the knees and the elbows are a little tight, because they are, pinless. So they're a little difficult to, try to bend. But other than that, what a great figure. Fantastic looking figure, man. And might make it to the top 10 on my list this year. I don't know. Looks really good. Looks even better than the Venom figure for some reason. I don't know why that is. I like the star on his chest. How exaggerated it is on his chest. So that is really cool. I like that. And it looks like they're not going to reuse this, because it's a very unique look to this particular version of Captain America. This is a video game Captain America. And one more thing is, I noticed the shield is a little too small. I don't know what's going on with the shield. Let me do a comparison real quick. So basically, it's the same exact shield. I just feel like this shield is a little too small. It it's a little small. It's really cool. The color is perfect. It's super clean. As you can see, it is really, really clean. But it's a little too small. Just a little bit. If they just upscale it a little bit, like about this big, it would look really cool. So I don't know how I'm supposed to feel with it. But yeah, he looks really cool. Captain America with the shield. Now I want to talk about accessories. Captain America comes with the yelling head, which looks great in my opinion. And then he comes with 2 thumbs up hands, which is kind of weird. I wish he came with, like the open hands. And then he comes with the blast effect to put on your shield. Let me see. Yeah, snaps right on. And that is an amazing accessory. That looks really cool. It's amazing. And guess what? It probably fits the other one. Look at that. That's just crazy. Really cool accessory. The unmasked head of the bully. I wouldn't call him the bully. I forgot his name. Eddie Brock. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, there's Eddie Brock. It is a reuse from the 3-pack with the other Venom characters. So yeah, it's a reuse, but still very cool. I'm glad they included it, but it would have been better if he was smiling and not, showing that he was upset. It would have been cool if he's smiling. And then the open hands, which is what he does all the time in the video game. So important to have those. And lastly, but not the least, it is a diorama, and it is really nice. It's got a pretty good size to it. It's not that big. It looks big because I have it so close to the camera, but let me get this figure in here. As you can see, it's about this big. It's a little like that big. So it's not that big of a diorama backdrop, but it is still nice. It's nice to have. It is a training room from the video game, and clearly it came from Marvel vs. Capcom 2 video game, because when you hit on training section, it takes you straight to this room, so you can practice all the moves on there. And I would listen to the music all day long in this game. They got some bangers in there. So yeah, anyway, it's really, really cool to have this. I appreciate that they included this. That's awesome. Now I'm trying to do the stop motion animation of the fighting stance on each character, and it's really hard to do because these figures are they have very tight joints, so they're difficult to do. Yeah, just wanted to show you that real quick. Let's do some poses. Whew, that was a lot of work. This is a good 2-pack, in my opinion. Hasbro did a good job with this. Because generally, I don't like buying 2-packs. I hate 2-packs. I hate 3-packs. I hate any number pack. But this particular version, this particular 2-pack, it's good because it has both characters that I actually want. Okay? Unlike the other 2-pack that they put out, which is Wolverine and Silver Samurai, I actually literally have it in my pile of loot in Big Bad Toy Store website, but I have a very hard time wanting to get it shipped to me. I might cancel it later because I just can't bring myself to spend that kind of money to the Silver Samurai figure. But that's an example of a good figure with a really bad one. And so this one in particular, it comes with 2 good figures that I actually want. And I think Captain America looks great and Venom looks great, but these guys are not without flaws. Both of them have articulation issues, and they are lacking the accessories department. I forgot to mention that Venom should have came with a shield too. That would have been sweet. But even Venom doesn't even have any accessories. It's just an extra head. But it would have been nice if he came with a shield, a Venom shield. So that's kind of weird that they didn't do that. But anyway, I think this 2-pack is worth it, in my opinion. I think it's worth it. So if you don't have Captain America and you don't have Venom, you should get these guys, especially if you are a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 fan. That's all I can say. Thank you for watching, and subscribe if you want to see more. Hope I see you again soon. Take care.